This is how it all currently sits with 2 games to go before the finals race. The Blues, let's have a look at them. They're in 5th. They're 1 game outside the top 4. A win today against the Dogs will see them jump into the 4. And if they lose, they're on the dangerous territory of slipping outside the top 8. Sons of Scott West. Riley is his name. Let's get into the action because this is going to be a big game tonight. The winner of this match will almost certainly lock in a finals position. Both teams on 11 wins. Should the Blues win, or I think the Dogs might be on 10 wins or 11 wins. Should the Blues win, they find themselves in the top 4 with 1 game to go. So it's a massive contest as to who gets up, who wins, who loses. No idea, but it's all to play for with 2 weeks on the line. You can't always win games and you got to evolve and adapt. And right now we've had 8 minutes of just a little bit of clusters going on. Oh, I've played on because I've held the button too long and everything's just going down the drain. The good thing is we haven't conceded anything yet. And it looks like this forward thrust could be the first real big attacking one. Lockie O'Brien just dropped the pill. He just dropped the pill and then he gave away a free kick. Oh dear. That is disappointing. Oh, good lead from Mackay. Knocked his man over. Then he ran straight back into him. Oh, it was strange play all involved. That's a free kick to the big ruckman cruiser. And the Blues send it inside 50 again. Can anyone get their hands on it? What is going on? There is 16 minutes. And there is no goals scored. There is no scores scored. Down into the pocket. Curnow! He's got it. And what a start this would be if he could slot the Bunana. These are some of the most tricky kicks in this game. Charlie Curnow has bent it around, but not enough. So, the Blues with the opening score on the board, just the 1 point scored for the quarter. It's been a very, very, very quiet term scoring-wise from either side here. Anyway, Cruiser out the back. That's a great tap to Murphy. His kick, not too bad, because Casbolt through the middle can burst forward. Probably should have looked before he kicked it. He had Mackay on a big lead, and he just didn't go in that area. And we're now 24 minutes played, and there's just been 1 point in the opening term. What a quarter. What an excruciating quarter. What are we doing? 1 quarter of putridity going on there. That is a word. I invented it. Putridity is the word to describe that opening term. I would love to have a whiteboard here so I can just be like, look at the terrible stats we had. Maybe I'll edit it in post. Look at what we've done in this first term. Absolutely nothing. 1 point. 1 point. 7 inside 50s for 1 point. 1 effective disposal. 1 effective disposal. You know what that probably was? The 1 point. Unbelievable. Alright, let's go. Second term. How on earth did we get 1 point in the opening quarter? It was just absolutely hectic from all angles. And the Dogs and the Blues both playing off for finals positions. The Blues possibly top 4, but also could get knocked out of the finals race should they fail in this performance here today. That is a good solid mark. Go up the line towards Doherty. There's a bit of a pack forming. Doherty gets a fist in down there, and now Daniel with a handball away. Big rundown chase from Dale Thomas holding the footy. Sends a good ball up towards Dow. Takes a nice mark. Wheels and goes inside 50 straight away. Petreski-Seaton takes the mark. And you can just see the little bit of breeze from the heater. The heating inside Etihad Arena. Oh, that's putrid. Goodness me. It's just being played all between the arcs. Here's Curnow. Gets a handball towards Dow. Can he wheel onto the left? Top of the square. Charlie's down there. Picken gets a fist in. Oh, it's just absolute chaos and the Dogs are all of a sudden away. Oh, drop mark. Meant Doherty had some space. The spoils everywhere. I think Marcus Adams might have been involved in something as well there. Or was it Biggs? Not too sure. Silvani to Fisher. Fisher steps around one. Can't get it onto the left as McRae clears it out of defence. Only as far as Mackay and O'Brien. Mackay onto the left. Oh, he can't get it either. Curnow still under pressure. The Dogs are relentless right now. And Fisher somehow can steady. And can we get a mark inside 50? Curnow on the lead. He's got it. Oh, my goodness. Oh. After another 9 chaotic minutes, the Blues kick the first goal on the board. After a quarter and a half of madness. Charlie Curnow 7, the Dogs yet to score. And Lockie Hunter throws it away and the Blues can take advantage through the middle of the ground. Doherty to Murphy. Murphy on the left, long at the goals. Can Curnow get down there? No, he can't. But Lockie O'Brien gets involved here. And I want to go with a left foot Nana here because I'm feeling adventurous. And Lockie O'Brien bending it through. The adventurous nature of myself was fantastically realised right then and there. And just maybe break away from the Dogs. Here's Casbolt handball towards Murphy. Or Simpson turned around the wrong way. Inside 50 for the Dogs. Johannesson. It's the mark. Lines up 25 out, no real angle. No problems for him. It's through the guts. And the Blues have been able to work it through hands, but it's been the Dogs who have been using their kicking game and their ability. His cruiser handball probably did not go anywhere near where I wanted it to. I want to get that guy on the wing. Not sure who it was down there. It might have been Murphy or Doherty. Plowman trying to put some pressure on this man who's Crozier, who launched a talk through the guts. The Blues by a point. They kicked the opening 2 goals of the quarter before the Dogs answered back. And it's an absolutely sensational kick from Jason Johannesson. The Dogs have the lead. After conceding the opening 2 goals, they've had a few clearances, and that is just a centre clearance goal here. Can hopefully work this out for their sakes, but for the Blues' sakes, we want to get on the scoreboard again. It's not to be. Half time. That's all that matters. Oh, the big man, Roughhead, just turned it around. And he turned it over as well to Ed Curnow, who can line up. Give the Blues the lead back. He's a long way from home. It's across the face. And we'll miss the lot. That's disappointing. Petrevski-Seaton. And this is where the Blues forward pressure's been great. They've been able to lock it in countless occasions inside their forward 50. And be able to capitalise. And Petrevski-Seaton bends that one through from right to left. And it's back the lead going the way of the Blues. I love it. Let's do that. Carlton with a measly 1-point lead, but it is handy nonetheless. Because any 4 points that they can receive tonight will put them inside the top 4. Harry Mackay goes all the way and they get back-to-back goals. And we've lost possession of the footy. Boyd on the wing. Finds Dalhouse. And we've got JJ again to line up just inside the 50. He goes with a barrel. And he hits the post. Forget. Now I'll forget. Oh, that is putrid from Jones. And the bending ball from Redpath misses. Oh, dear. Oh, you flippin' hell. 3 poor decisions in a row, and now the Dogs hit the lead back. Now he picks it up. Oh, no, this is Hunter now on the left. Loads up and misses again. Anyway, Jones to bring it back out of defence. That's a much better kick. Because even though it's going to be a stoppage, it's in a much better position than where it should have been. Dalhouse off the deck. Curnow and Casbolt getting involved. Good handball to Cruiser. And it is a 3-point Bulldogs lead at 3/4 time. Listen here, boys. This is top 4 on the line. If you win this game today, we're in the 4. We're a genuine chance at proving ourselves, and we lock in our finals position. This is a final. The Dogs are a finals contender. We must win. You don't have a choice whether or not you play well this term, because you just have to play well. That's it. It's the only option. The Blues and the Dogs, final term. Winner gets a finals position if the Dogs win. If the Blues win, they enter the top 4 with 1 game remaining in the season. Here's Cruiser doing well from the middle, inside 50. Petrevski-Seton was down there, but I think Trengo's played a brilliant role on him tonight. He's been our most dangerous forward for majority of the year, Petrevski-Seton, as well as Charlie Curnow, obviously. But I think Sam Petrevski-Seton, when he plays well, he's like the McDonald, Tip and Woody of this Blues side. When he plays well, the Blues play well. Tough quarter to come. It's going to be who can hold their nerve. Doherty's handball to Thomas, superb. Inside 50, one-on-one, Curnow. This man steps up in the big moments. And he delivers here today. The Blues with the first of the last, and they take the lead. Big high five there. 3-point Carlton lead. Can they extend that from this stoppage? Cruiser down. Curnow around the corner. Curnow's got Cunningham. What the hell? He must have been on the bench. But he's come in and kicked the goal. Superb. The Blues have kicked back-to-back goals in this final term to take a 9-point lead at the start of it. And they go out of the middle again. Thomas's kick was smothered as the Dogs work it forward now through Tarango. Oh no, that's rough head. It Neyman didn't come to me straight away. Wiedering attack on the ball and he wins himself a free kick. Fisher gets a handball away and releases Murphy into space. He bursts forward and sends it towards O'Brien and Wood. O'Brien gets a fist down. Wood gets the crumb. Mackay puts on some tackles. Oh, and Doherty wins a free. Oh, out of there. It's the Dogs go forward again. To Boyd. Will Boyd kick for goal? No, he won't. He'll send it to the pocket. Liam Jones. Bones Jones on the line of defence. Oh, around the corner. Redpath almost. Margin back to 8 points. Anything happening there? No prior. We got a ball up. Jones toward Paulson, but it's a turnover and the Dogs kick one through Hunter. It's back to 2 points. Oh, it's a 2-point margin to the Blues as the Dogs get it away. And they look to go forward. Good hands. Wiedering looks for Caruza, who had a paddock to work into. Spot up Mackay. Couldn't quite take the mark. Petrevski-Seton getting involved as well as Thomas. Sends a high footy with a handball. There's a hospital handball to Mackay who just threw it out of there. Blues still under pressure. It's still a 2-point ball game. We're now 20 minutes gone into the final term. Oh, Libba. Oh, he turned it over to O'Brien. To Doherty. Oh, went for the short ball. O'Brien. Curnow. He was under the pump. Back to Mackay. Went off the deck. Cut off by Trengo. Back towards Curnow. Can anybody get on the end of it? Petrevski-Seton kicks a goal. Oh, yes. Oh, just an absolute multitude of pressure, and in the end, the Blues surged a goal out of it. Boyd up towards Joe Hannison now. He's had a few pings from outside 50. This one across the face to Crozier. What will he do? He will send it through the big sticks. It's back to 2 points again. Oh, goodness gracious me. We are trying our best to hold on here, but the Dogs continue to come. 27 minutes gone in the final term. It's a 2-point ball game. Cruiser get down to Doherty. And now the Dogs can work it forward. Rough head. Oh, that's a big tackle on Adams. Dalhouse went off the deck. Now Murphy through the middle to Mackay. Just give it back to Murphy. Stroll in 30 out. Long ball to the goal square is through. And Curnow's shepherd on the goal line. Superb as well. We don't forget these things. Oh, it's an 8-point ball game. Have the Blues done enough? They have! They certainly have! Oh, the Blues secure a finals position. 8-1-49. Some very accurate goal kicking kept him in that as the Dogs had their chances. 6-5-41.
Are you going to start resting some players, possibly, seeing that you've almost got finals sealed up? Oh, what's the go with that?
Yeah, it is an interesting one, isn't it? Because by the looks of things, we can't miss out on the top 4 unless we lose heavily. So, we still need to play out every game. But, you know, we can't really go up in the ladder position from a win, so a loss from our perspective could only send us outside the 4. So we still need to win, and we are in control of our destiny from that point of view. So I think we probably won't look to rest too many players. We want to keep their continuity in their form.
MC Finney here. Do you think you'll make use of this double chance effectively, or do you like to see it as the biggest advantage you can get?
I think it's great for our group to have the double chance because, you know, we've seen, any given point of the year, your side can slip up, and you know, for us, we've got great confidence and belief in our group, and the beauty of the double chance is, you know, should we manage to secure it with a win next week, is, you know, you put yourself in that position where you have nothing to lose, and you can play with that mentality of it's almost like a free hit. And with a group like ours who are coming in without too much expectation, too much confidence, having that ability to just go, we are going to, you know, play and we'll put everything out on the park. And if we lose, that's all right. We can give it another crack. So I think it's good leverage to have for the boys. Just gives them a little bit more freedom.
Bevan from Long'n'Steph here. How's the challenge going to be handled by the boys in the coming weeks? Because, you know, they could easily just switch off knowing that they've got finals sealed up. But how do you go about preventing that?
Yeah, we want to put together some good form going into the final. So if we can do that today, that'll be...
With such a young group, do you think the pressure of finals will become a factor over the campaign?
I hope not. I think what we've been able to do, and it's an exciting time. We like to think it's, you know, not really a pressure-filled time. I mean, obviously there is going to be some added pressure to it, but we think it's an exciting time and an opportunity for a lot of our players to put their best foot forward and prove themselves on what is the biggest stage of football. And, you know, it hasn't been easy for us to get here, and you know, we want the boys to have that mentality of this is something that they've had to work towards, and that they can continue working towards for the future.
All right.
The Blues into the 4 and can only miss the 4 should they lose badly.